Welcome everyone back to another Multichat in the flesh.
Yeah, in the flesh.
In the us.
We're actually here. Me,
In the
Dan.
house.
Yeah, Dan, Kev.
Mike?
Tom. Who?
I can't.
I just said that without thinking about it.
You can't force it, Mikey. You
I
can't
really
force
can't.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn the music down a little. Welcome everyone. Today we are gonna be chatting about what? Just
Well, Kev,
multiplayer games.
you may have noticed we're on the couch.
We are on the couch.
Not the couch.
Why are you so high up and I'm not? Like, what? I'm so.
You are small.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I'm not that small, guys. It's my sofa's old and it's very sunken. Anyway.
There's a dip in the middle.
Yeah. So today, Dan, as you were saying, you were doing a really good segue, and then I was really self-conscious about my height.
I was smashing it.
All right.
I was trying to say how we're on the couch.
Yeah.
We've been playing some multiplayer games, some Smash Bros.
We
Yeah.
have.
And I've been thinking about how, when we were growing up, that was the only way we could play games together. Was sat together.
It was always okay, because like Dan and I kind of grew up together. It was always Kev, can I come over? Or Dan, can I come over? And it's just like whenever we were free, we would always like head over to each other's places, and it was a lot of Melee.
Yeah.
Then we played Mystic Heroes, Blast from the Past coming out.
Yeah, we used to borrow a lot of games from each other as well. Usually me from you,
Yeah,
because you owned everything.
I had a very big library. I was very privileged in that way. I never like take it for granted. Oh, come on. But like, yeah, I was very privileged. Then again, I borrowed loads of games from you as well. Games that I would have never picked up. Naruto. Like Dan introduced me to the like Ninja Storm games.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You introduced me to Budokai. Because of you, we played Budokai 3 together. And then I was like, I really want this. The only Budokai game on the GameCube was Budokai 1. And I was so let down.
Do you know the sad thing about that is,
What?
when we were playing Budokai 3, we were just doing the infinite teleport, because there's the combo to teleport behind someone. We were seeing how many times we could chain it, and we'd spend hours doing that.
We went into training mode,
Yeah.
and you had to press like select to give yourself max key, and we were just like doing finger yoga, trying to teleport behind each other. Yeah.
What was your record?
Oh, God knows.
We did it a long time. Yeah.
I just remember that.
So long ago.
That's a different feeling, though, doing it in person than doing it
Yeah.
over mic, headset on.
Yeah. We got into borrowing games, which is kind of like game piracy at this point.
No, remember, was it the PS4 launch where they did that thing where this is how you share games? And he just hands it to him.
Yeah, no DRM or whatever they called it.
Yeah. No, but we are talking about literally couch multiplayer, and it did used to be that. Like we used to just hit each other up, get our parents to drive each other to each other's places, because we lived a big 9 minutes away, 7 minutes if we're driving.
Yeah, about 4.5 miles.
Yeah. And we would just play games for the entire night. Remember sleepovers? Sorry.
Remember when sleepovers were a thing?
Yeah.
And sleep, yeah. Oh, do you know what? I cannot believe the arguments it caused. I had Mario on the DS.
Yeah.
And one of the mini games, right? Not even the game, the mini games was like...
Dude, I remember this.
You have to use the stylus to poke Wario's face amongst all the Mario heads.
Oh, yeah. I know the one,
Mario 64 DS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game where you have to guess what's under the cup.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm so good at that.
No,
But that
It
game
wasn't a
became
cup,
the
it was
sleepover
the
game.
blocks from...
No,
the
dude,
sandwich.
what happened was it was like a day of gaming and day of messing around, being boys, and then all of a sudden Dan brought out his DS, and we were like, this is our night now. And it was, I remember, am I allowed to name drop?
Rhys Davis.
Okay, no, it was me, you, Rhys Davis, and Robbie.
Yeah.
We were all four of us huddled around this one DS at midnight, which is late for kids, right? It was at midnight, and it was just look for Mario, look for Luigi, look for whoever it was, and it was all us four working together to try and find them. And we did this until 4 a.m. until one of us tapped out, and then it was 3 guys around the DS. And then, eventually we just passed out.
Then my grandparents yelled at us for being too loud.
Yeah, because we were excited to find the character.
They took it out of the room. they took the DS out of the room, and somehow Reese got his hands on it because about half an hour later, you just hear tapping and some light emitting from his sleeping
From one
bag.
person, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
We got addicted to that.
We did.
It was good times.
Anyway, couch multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like... I
Well,
mean...
we've all got different experiences of it, because
Yeah.
obviously we grew up together.
Yeah. What,
Tom?
What were you guys? Yeah, Tom's the closest age to us. I think you're a bit older than us.
I feel like
So you must have gone... Yeah.
It's not a stranger. We know he's older than us.
I'm bad with ages.
Okay.
But, like, obviously, you grew up in the same generation as, like, multiplayer games.
Yeah, but I grew up mostly wishing I had more people to play games with. I played most of my games on my own, even multiplayer ones.
Right.
So whenever I played Budokai 1, 2, and 3, it was just for CPU. Smash Melee, I'm about to unlock Mewtwo by playing against CPU
Yeah.
in Smash mode.
It was like 200
oh,
smashes or something like that, wasn't it?
It was 200 smashes or 70 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Or 30
ridiculous.
hours or so.
Someone give this man a hug.
It's because I guess
Wow.
where I used to live, everyone just came from so far away to go
Sure.
to go to school.
Yeah.
People were coming by bus from all over, and of course I went around friends' houses, but they not everyone had the sort of same system or consoles or even controllers because you had to. I never really had like spare controllers and stuff. I think I probably had like 3 64. I think my dad kept like finding them different colours, but yeah, I played Mario Party with like my sisters and stuff, but they did not like playing with me, or I felt like I could never really play properly because if you take someone's star, you're like scum.
I mean,
not allowed to take the power star from your sister, so it's just kind of.
I mean, speaking about like having all the controllers, obviously I had all of the controllers, right?
Yeah.
And somehow, even though I was incredibly privileged as a child with consoles and stuff, we always had not enough controllers of the official stuff. So
yes.
Dan was always stuck with the like third-party Game Shark.
The mad cats, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I remember the 1N64 controller I had didn't have the arms on the sides.
Oh, what?
It's really chunky and clear.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that.
So it was just like a pizza slice. Just
It was just basically like like it had the middle
Yeah.
thing, but the side was really stunted. I wish I remember what it was.
I mean,
but
Dan, remember my GameCube controller that was like a wheel?
oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
That was the big chunky one.
Put a picture on the screen,
I think
because
I might have
Oystein's
seen
going to
that.
shout at us if we don't put pictures
Yeah.
on. But what were you saying?
I was going to say, I think I might have seen those.
Yeah.
Just
But
around and about.
It was pretty mad. But yeah, Mikey, what were you?
So I grew up, by the time I was playing games...
You're like 10 years younger than us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're not grown up yet.
Wow. Anyway, by the time I probably got into playing games, wasn't until I
this controller is older than Mikey.
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's a good year
That's
older than me.
crazy.
About the same age, yeah.
But yeah, but by the time I started playing like proper games, I was still, I was probably about 10 years old. So by the time online stuff had come around. But some of my first.
What was your first multiplayer game you ever played then? Like, it doesn't matter whether it's
Oh.
like local multiplayer or online. I just want to know what your first multiplayer game was.
I believe it might have been Minecraft.
As we were saying,
As we were saying,
Minecraft was
yeah,
your first multiplayer
I believe because
Wow, that is mind blowing.
basically
Yeah.
I
game. Yeah,
All right.
because you can play multiplayer Minecraft.
But he said real games. That's all.
Wow,
Dan.
Minecraft is a real game.
Dan doesn't like Minecraft.
It's got a full release now. No, he does like Minecraft, but he doesn't want to buy it again because he bought it in the past and now he feels funny about buying it a second time even though he already has an account.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
You don't need to buy it again.
There are some games where when you've passed like 1,000 hours, you just need to not touch it again.
See, that's why you install mods.
I mean, you say that. How many hours
You
do you have
decide,
in like
just fix it.
Kakarot?
Like 70.
Oh, okay, sure.
Give over.
Give over.
What are you talking about?
What was Smash Bros? We've got a lot of hours in Smash, and you still touch it. What about Mario Kart? I'm pretty sure you have a bunch of hours. Yeah, look at your face. Like, but
Oh.
Anyway.
yeah, sorry. I'm defending you
I
here,
know, I
man.
know. Anyway, I remember playing Minecraft with friends.
Yeah.
and we didn't play the official release. We played. It was a website called Minecraft for Free, like for the number 3.com.
That's not dodgy at all, is
Oh
it?
god. And yeah, it was just a browser, like early beta or whatever it is, early, first release.
Right.
But before that, when I was really young, we had a PS2 at home, and while I didn't play any multiplayer games because I was still playing like Spyro.
Hell yeah.
I love Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro's great.
I remember my parents, like once I'd finished and it was time for bed or whatever, I remember my parents sitting down and playing, I don't even know what, it was some like split screen shooter. It was like maybe like Tom Clancy's or something.
Probably Time Splitters at that point, right?
It might have been, yeah. It was some split screen shooter. It might have had some stealth mechanics. I had some very basic memory. But yeah, so I didn't play any proper multiplayer games till like 2011 or something.
Until you met us.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because obviously Arcade Vault's big F's in, but like, yeah, I was about to say big F's in chat. That's a lie.
Sorry.
But yeah, Arcade Vault's obviously we did a load of local multiplayer stuff. We met playing Smash.
Yeah, I remember when Smash Ultimate came out.
2018-ish?
Before I moved to Cardiff, when Smash Ultimate came out, I remember playing in college.
Right.
Like, we even set up a small tournament, because I was only at that college for like a term before we moved to Cardiff. And we I think there was probably about 20 of us in the class, but a good like 10 of us got really into Smash Ultimate when it came out.
So now that we've established all of our like kind of local multiplayer stuff, when it comes to online multiplayer stuff, when did we all start? So for me, that was with the 360. Like, it was the 360 PS3 era. That's when I really started playing, because I didn't have like a gaming PC at that point. I didn't have I started with a gaming laptop, which is a terrible idea. Like with me and online gaming, that definitely started with Modern Warfare 2 specifically. Tom's got the cat on him. So, yeah, I remember countless hours in Modern Warfare 2, and then watching a bunch of YouTube with all of the quick scope montages, and I was like, I'm going to get good at that. I'm going to do it. And then I did. But I didn't have a capture device, which really sucked, because I wanted... Even back then, I wanted to make content. I wanted to make like montages and whatever, but I couldn't. But
montages were all the rage.
Yeah, they were all the rage back then. It was like highlight videos, montages, whatever. But for me, it was like 360 era, Left 4 Dead 2.
Same. Although
I never had you on live.
Yeah, well, I didn't, because for me it was on the PS3.
Oh, you were on PSN. I see.
But I remember I think the first. We
also did have a falling out back then.
Oh.
So, like, it was pretty bad. So, I kind of deleted Dan from my life. As I'm prone to do, I've got a bad habit of doing that, don't I? Just, like, erasing people from my life. And Dan happened to be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we're bringing this up.
Anyway, no, that's a
it's
different
all coming out now.
Yeah. But
that's another podcast.
Yeah, that's probably why you and I didn't game so much together at that era, right?
I remember setting up 2 TVs next to each other, which at the time was like huge, right? There were 2 like 32 inch, I think, LCDs, and my younger brother and I had Battlefield 3.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Wait, was it Battlefield 3 or Bad Company 2?
It was... Oh, no, Bad Company 2.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Bad Company 2, you're right.
Yeah. Around that era.
The quality being really bad on, like, I remember seeing my friend playing... I say Modern Warfare 2, there's a new Modern Warfare 2 now, but this is Modern Warfare 2 on the 360.
COD 6 Modern Warfare 2.
And just, like, the mic quality was always hilarious.
Yeah. Dude... Oh my god, I remember breaking my mic because I was so full of gamer rage. I probably still am. Yeah,
Dan. It was a different era back then, though.
But like,
Kev died to the noob tube, which is proper set.
Oh, the noob tubes! I got so angry that the standard like Xbox One that only has one ear and the thing, I just like bit into this like mic so hard because I was so angry, and I was like, well, oh damn it, I need to. Oh, I guess I'd buy a Turtle Beach now because that was the rave back then. So yeah, 360, PSN, Tom.
Oh, PC definitely.
PC. You didn't even go for the like console games.
No, I was like Nintendo through and through. So you
sure.
can imagine what would it be like trying to play the Wii.
Yeah. I mean, the Wii Monster Hunter Try was amazing online, and it came with the Wii Speak.
Wii Speak.
I think I have that somewhere. It's probably
And what is the Wii
maybe
Speak,
it's
Kevin?
the Wii Speak. Here's another image. I'm sorry to do this to you, man. Dan edits all of the multi-chats.
We'll do this tomorrow, so it's fine.
Yeah, the Wii... the Wii Speak... Oh yeah, because it's coming out Tuesday. The Wii Speak was like this tiny little attachment for the Wii that was like the tiniest microphone that sat by your television. Because the Wii was not the most forward-thinking thing for online gaming. I mean...
Or just peripherals in
Yeah,
general.
we tried playing Brawl online and it was not good. Did Cat poop?
Yeah, the earliest online console would have been the Dreamcast. Yeah, my foray was definitely, I had this, I remember I pestered, like, when I put a lot of money towards...
What?
A what?
Pestered?
Pestered.
What's a pestered?
I pestered my parents.
Oh, you
You
right,
pestered the
okay.
parents, right.
I don't know what you were going with
I
that.
pestered my dad to buy a gaming PC. Now, we're talking about a gaming PC now back in 2000 and... I couldn't even tell you when. 2007?
Windows XP? No. 2007?
No, it was,
Windows
it
Vista.
was Windows XP.
It was
Windows
XP. Hell yeah.
But it was
XP was
gaming.
great.
I love
it
XP.
was, I remember, and this is back when you couldn't just buy something on the internet. It would come within like a few days.
Yeah.
I waited weeks and weeks.
Anyway, Windows XP, you pestered your parents for a Windows XP computer.
Well, yeah, a desktop, but that could actually play games.
Yeah.
Because I remember wanting to play Half-Life 2,
Hey.
Nice.
Sure, okay.
but before that, I was playing. Because Orange Box was one of the first things I bought for it, actually. So
It's a good deal.
Yeah, fantastic deal.
Well, maybe not Orange Box, but I definitely had Half-Life 2 before Episode 1 came out. Anyway.
Alright.
And I remember playing CS 1.6,
Yeah.
Day of Defeat,
Okay.
before Source, and Team Fortress Classic.
Hell yeah.
And it was a very different time
I never played
On-
Team
I
Fortress
didn't
Classic.
Steam, because it wasn't Steam like as you know it. I don't think it was Steam. I mean, you just launched Team Fortress Classic and you had to use that. I don't know if you remember when Valve had a very olive green like HUD,
I don't remember
and
that.
you had to look at the server list. It was just a big list, and you just hope you could connect to one of them.
Wow.
Sure.
And yeah, I played a lot of.
So there was like no quick play where you just search for an open server.
No, you just
That's
look to
amazing.
see what's got 7 out of 12 people, 8 out of
Yeah.
14 people.
So I
And you
kind of guess.
join it.
Yeah.
And hope, people have usually got like crappy mics, and yeah, you play, I played Team Fortress Classic for all hours, and then I remember I went to the States and saw like World of Warcraft, like vanilla.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember buying that, playing the hell out of that a lot, growing up. And subsequent expansions, and yeah, so I think that's why I enjoy the online game part so much, because I never really had people to play with locally.
Yeah, no, I get that.
That makes sense.
No,
And now I hate playing with people online. Unless I know them. I only play with people I know, like online.
the thing is, I mean, your local multiplayer kind of explained your transition into online gaming, right?
Yeah.
You were just like in the generation where online
It's-
gaming
It's because
was already a thing.
I went to a boarding school.
Right, okay.
So when I say I played with friends, it was in the computer room on
Yeah.
like weekends.
Okay.
And yeah, so there was Minecraft for free, and we also played. Someone had like the files of CS Source, and so we just passed that around each other, and then
Yeah.
we'd boot up CS Source and play like locally. But I think my first first time properly playing a online game was when I got my first laptop.
Yeah.
It was a really crappy thing, and it was one of those meant for work because it folds in half, has a touch screen.
It was one of those that was like built to be an office
Yes,
laptop,
exactly.
not a game.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, so
and I played. I picked up TF2 on Steam because it was free,
yeah,
and sunk like 1,200 hours into it over a summer.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Real quick, because this isn't the point of the topic, but real quick, what was the game that sold PC gaming to all of you?
Oh, World of Warcraft for sure.
World of Warcraft?
TF2.
Because you
TF2
couldn't
makes
play it
sense.
otherwise.
Mine wasn't a game. Mine was...
Well, it was Minecraft.
No, mine was, and I think this is still my bio on Steam. I
Okay.
think it says, backwards compatibility brought me here. And
Right.
It
Oh,
was
God.
getting the PS4
Yeah.
and not being it. Was it? It was PS4, right? You couldn't play any PS3 games on it.
PS2.
PS2 games.
Yeah. You could still play some PS3 games.
Hey, don't bite that.
Yeah. Because my original
I
PS3...
don't remember.
I had the fat one with the Spider-Man writing on it.
Yeah.
And that played PS2 games.
Yeah.
But I remember I got to the PS4 and suddenly, like, my backwards compatibility...
I think you're right, yeah. Alright, so, but...
So for me, it was that. And I lived with a guy, Pete. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete!
Hi, Pete.
And he was like, dude, you could probably just build a PC. And I was like, I've not built a PC since I was about 10 years old, and I used to sell them to my old neighbours and tell them it was like premium stuff.
I see.
Which
So you were a scam artist when you were younger.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because I went to a, this is going to take you back. I went to a cyber cafe.
Wow.
You used to play Command and Conquer, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so jealous.
And I picked up so much just about computers there, like, just basically how easy it was to build one. And I was in like a little small village in the middle of nowhere. Where
Yeah.
there were old people, they were getting their Packard bells with Windows 97. And they didn't know how things worked. And
Packard Bell.
I'd say, no, I'll build you something. And I remember the first one I made had 2 neon lights going up either side. And it was for like this 70-year-old
Gotta have that RGB when
Man's
you're...
living in the future in like 1990.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
but yeah, so that was it for me.
But what was the game that was like, yeah, this is the way I want to play games?
The first multiplayer game...
It doesn't have to be multiplayer.
But the first multiplayer game on, like, the thing that was on my PC, I suppose, that really made me think this is now my main way to play.
Yeah.
Was probably Overwatch.
Overwatch, really? That's
Wow.
quite late into
That is
your...
late.
That was 2016.
Yeah.
I built my gaming PC in 2015.
Oh, okay, so yeah. So my one was both at the same time because I played both at the same time. Minecraft and Dota.
Apparently Minecraft doesn't count, just so you
Oh, okay, so it's Dota 2 then.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, when I played Dota 2, I was like,
You do have a few hours in that.
a few. I've almost got 3,000. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, you're not allowed up there because you scratch at the TV.
Bang! Not the TV.
Yeah, you hear us.
Alright, anyway, so mine was Dota 2, and I was just like, there's no way I could play this with a controller. And then I started playing shooting games.
God, that would be horrible.
Yeah, I started playing shooting games, and I was like, yeah, this is the way forward.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for that segue. That was such a big segue because
right.
I was just curious. So now that we've discussed local multiplayer and online multiplayer, what do you guys actually prefer? Should we go down the sofa?
Yeah, go
Let's
on.
start with Tom.
Let's start with Tom.
We've started with us two the entire night, so let's start with Tom.
Let's start with Tom. So, Mikey, what are you thinking?
Well, sometimes I do like hybrid with my friends. So we all got PS5s in the kind of incentive that we'd find more games to play together that way because we're all the same thing. We've all got PS Plus. So what we end up doing is, if we're gonna plan a sesh, because I don't see it that often, they'll pick me up with my PS5, and we will set up.
Oh, you would LAN it.
Yeah,
in a
3
way.
TVs
Yeah.
in their living room. So one TV about the size of yours, and then 2 monitors, and we play GTA. We play Stranger Paradise, Final Fantasy, or we'd play like Diablo, or if we're just using one TV, we played through Ninja Turtles,
Hell yeah.
the new one.
Yeah,
Good.
that was a lot of fun.
Play through.
We played that with Chris.
It's really
He's
good.
not going to watch
It's
this
short.
video.
It's short, but it's very good.
Yeah.
So we just basically on the lookout for things that come up on the PlayStation Store that we all think we like, download it and play it.
I remember...
It would be Mikey next.
Sorry, it's just adding on to his story.
Oh, I see.
I remember when the Xbox One... and it must have been...
Hang on. The spotlight came off Kev a sec. Let me shift it back.
Dude! No, I remember when it was the Xbox One and must be the PS4 at that point.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is that the gen?
That's right.
Yeah, it was Xbox One and PS4, and I was like, I don't know which console I want to get. Everyone at uni, for some reason, they were console gamers. And they were like, oh, we're on Xbox One and we're playing this, this, and that. And I was like, well, if I want to play with them, it doesn't make sense to get a PS4.
Yeah.
So that's why I got an Xbox One. So, like, I totally get that mentality of just, like, in a way, following your mates into, like, what console to get, just so you can, like, extend that multiplayer experience, you know?
I thought you bought it for the Kinect.
That's 360, mate.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Anyway,
Don't worry, Mike, you'll get your turn.
so you play hybrid, but do you...
But then we continue online after that, though.
No,
so
but that would count as local multiplayer, I would say. If you're having a LAN party, I would say that's local multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, you look at esports, when, like, you've got 5 people lined next to each other for, like, whatever it is, Overwatch, for example, I would say that counts as local multiplayer, because local means you're close to each other.
Yeah,
you're
what's
on the
difference
same
between
network.
playing a split screen, say we're playing GoldenEye, split screen, and Mario Kart split screen on one TV, but we're just playing on 3 different TVs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The same game.
but you're in the same room.
Yeah. It's the atmosphere that gets created
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're together. And actually, I think if you think that we met in a place that was established for local multiplayer.
Yeah, specifically for the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab a PS5s, ransack Tesco, buy like a load of cereal.
But would you
Just eat cereal, play video games all day. It's great.
But do you prefer the local, like, not necessarily couch co-op, but just like the
In-person.
environment of being in the same room as everyone?
Yeah, because it hits different. Because when you're there, that's why you're there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean about like grabbing the snacks and having coffee and stuff. Because when you're all there, it's always like just you can kind of stop and go back to the game. When you're playing online, we usually have to be like, oh, do you want to play tonight? Yes. Oh, what time's good? Oh, we'll say 7, but it'll probably be more like 8. Oh, gotta have dinner.
That's a
cats
cool
are
to the
mad.
streams like that.
Sorry, my cats are chasing each other.
So they're not
Carry on,
the
bro.
microphone.
Carry on.
The camera. But yeah, it's always that like, right, gotta finish work, gotta have food, gotta do
Yeah.
this, gotta do that. And then we finally sit down, and then they got work in the morning, so they go to bed early. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, there's a reason we start streams late.
you just when you're playing online, you just feel like you have a very finite moment.
Yeah.
And then when everyone's not kind of either on board or actually
It
playing,
feels more scheduled, doesn't it?
that's it. But when you
Yeah.
go over, you can play, stop,
Even though it
watch
is-
something and eat, and then go straight back to it.
Yeah, even though it is scheduled, you're still like bouncing off of each other in a way. Yeah. What about you, Mikey? Which one do you prefer?
Not entirely sure. I'm gonna say I prefer online, just because.
Carry on.
Just because there's more games and I mean, I say a lot of the people I play with basically us.
It's us, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all in different places. I mean, Dan lives miles and miles away.
Yeah, but us three are in Cardiff, mate.
Yeah.
And if you want a DOS, sorry, no.
Um, However, I do have extremely fond memories of playing. Jesus, of playing.
Sorry, my cats are. They've got the zoomies.
So you were playing Jesus.
Yeah, I do have extremely fond memories of playing with friends at school. Just the 5 to 10 of us. Just all sat at our own PCs, shouting at each other. Because when you're in person, you're with your friends, so you can talk a hell of a lot easier. Because if you're talking online, it's everyone in one group chat. But if you're in friends, I could have a conversation with you, or I could have a conversation with. We can have different conversations.
In person, you can literally turn to someone and say something directly to them.
Yeah.
In a call, obviously Discord, because it's the biggest communication platform.
Yeah.
Like in Discord, if I say, "Oh, did you see that?" I can't really turn to Dan, and then you guys would be like, "See what?" I was like, "No, Dan and I was in the moment in that game."
Yeah.
Let's say Helldivers. If Dan saw me dive backwards, I was like, "Did you see that?" You guys wouldn't know what's going on, but Dan would instantly pick up on that. But in person, you guys can at least read the room and see me turn to Dan and say that.
We'd also miss the classic Kev.
You like that, do you?
I do very much
Like
like
the
him.
camera's that way.
Where he goes, oh.
That doesn't answer the question though. So you prefer online?
I prefer online, but God, do I miss in person sometimes.
Yeah. So, I don't think it's a secret. Dan and I prefer local.
Yeah.
100%. Just like this, being in the same room is if I want to talk to Tom, you can see that I'm leaning over to chat to him. If I want to talk to Dan, I can just turn around. And there's a reason why all of our Blast from the Past videos have turned to only recording with us in the same room.
Yeah, it's canon now.
Yeah. It's now a thing because the chemistry is different. The atmosphere is different. Everything is different just because we're in the same place.
Yeah.
And you kind of absorb each other's
also the facial expressions.
emotions.
If you're online, especially if you don't have cameras on, you don't see each other's facial expressions.
I remember the first one we did in person when I think it was me that edited it afterwards.
Which one was it? It doesn't matter. Carry on.
I think it might have been Mario.
Oh, Mario Bros. Of course. Yeah.
And I just remember thinking this is a whole different video.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I think it changes you a lot. I do treat online multiplayer as if things are in person anyway, because I'm quite an emotive person, just individual.
Except when it's golf with friends.
No, I was still
He was emotive. He was emotive.
I was still emotive.
Until the end, at which point we went completely silent.
Yeah.
I think something I need that you get in person is if I was playing online for the last hour now with Kev, within that hour, I guarantee you he's, whilst I'm talking to him, done something on his phone 18 different times, whether it's getting his dailies in some game or just doing something, and you don't I guess because it's so impersonal, because you're not in the same room, you don't have you wouldn't do that now because you'd think it'd be rude.
Yeah,
if I was talking to you, you wouldn't just whip your phone out and
or tabbing out and stuff, right? I'm not going to call him out, no.
But I think online gaming sort of invites that a little bit. We're all guilty of it. You'll just, pick up the phone and something like that.
Yeah.
And it just,
I do remember.
Yeah, I get that sentiment though.
I do remember when I was playing with my, brother.
You guess, brother.
Is his foster brother?
Yeah. But we were playing. You probably don't know it. It's Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. It's a very
classic.
It's
Who doesn't know that game?
Yeah, everyone
in
knows
the
that.
Danger Zone. Oh, classic.
Some gameplay of Clone Drone and the Danger Zone.
Dan, put it up.
I was playing that last night.
Anyway, I'd be downstairs We've lost him now.
We are watching some of that gameplay after the podcast.
It is a lot of fun.
Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, yeah. Back on track. I'd be downstairs and he'd be upstairs, and I just see him, like, we load into a level, and I just see him not moving, and I just know, I'll be like, go on, get off your phone. So
Get off your phone, clone drone.
Oh, I'm crying, dude.
there's a reason I said you probably don't know.
It sounds made up. It sounds like
It is a fun
It
game.
sounds like a game from a TV show.
Holy, okay. But you were annoyed at him.
You know,
for
I
being on
because
his phone.
there'd be levels where, like, every couple of minutes he'd just stop and go on his phone just to answer a text or, you know, look at whatever.
Yeah.
And it would just get annoying. You know, because I'm not doing that, so I'd
Was he in
want
the
to
danger zone?
continue playing.
Yeah.
He was in the danger zone, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's tickled me.
I think we all concur on that then, so...
Yeah, like, I don't know, it's just, there's something about locomotive. I think it's also the effort as well. It's like, bro, come over. They're putting in the effort to come over to your place to play a video game. And then you're also putting in the effort to host. Very bubbly. Sorry. But you're also putting in the effort to host, right?
Yeah.
So, like, instantaneously, you're all like, we're already having a good time. And whatever multiplayer game we have, we're going to have fun.
Yeah.
And with online gaming, it's like, yeah, we all have free time, but doesn't help that I have ADHD and 4 monitors. Sorry, buddy. Like, you know, it
Plus a phone screen.
plus a phone screen, so 5 monitors.
Plus 2 cats.
Plus 2 cats. Like, it's completely different. Like, say Bao and Momo come into this room and start messing around and takes my attention. It doesn't only take my attention, it takes everyone else's.
Those are his cats, not like his parents or something.
Yes. And then it
Go on, the parents
becomes...
messing around.
Yeah. It becomes a point where we're all in that moment.
Yeah.
Instead of, okay, let me bring you guys into the moment, here's my cat on the camera kind of thing, you know?
I think it's the fact that, like, it's what, a 2-hour drive for me to come and see you?
Yeah, yeah.
But I would say I make it quite frequently across the year.
Yeah, you definitely do,
That's
yeah.
because
I
this is just...
Yeah.
It's just
It
happiness.
takes me about an hour to get here.
Yeah. But, yeah, local multiplayer is so much better. I understand that in the era we live in, it's not marketable anymore.
No.
I get that. But,
Why sell one game? You can sell 4.
yeah, but to, like, just get rid of it, it's really upsetting because you don't get the same experience. Like, you and I can play It Takes Two tomorrow, right? And we would have such a great time because we'd, like, be jabbing at each other, you know, like, just, like, joking with each other. And then we would do it next week when you're, like, back home, and we would do it online, and it's just not the same.
Yeah, no, great.
It's
It
really,
really
not.
isn't.
It's great that online multiplayer exists for situations where we do live far away from each other, and you don't live, like, 4 minutes down the road or whatever. But
Also,
it is what it is.
online multiplayer lets you make friends from further afield.
It does,
I mean,
yeah.
Oystein is in Norway.
Bro, okay, no.
That was a terrible example.
I-
He's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you why.
I made friends with Oystein through uni.
Okay, but he's now in Norway.
Yeah, now
and you
he's
have
in
to
Norway.
stop
you
playing
made friends
with
with
him.
Einstein through Kevin already knew him in person, so not like he
Yeah.
just met.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I have the opposite. I do not go into online games.
Trying to look
To
for
know
friends.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
I don't
No.
add people like after games, or I don't even like play like kind of random kind of games.
Like, I kind of get it if you're in a guild in an MMO and you're like no-lifing that MMO.
I did attend a virtual wedding once.
Do you wear a suit?
My character wore a suit, yeah. Kev knows about it.
Do I?
You've played Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, I have.
Have you attended
two characters can get married in that game. And
Oh yeah, they can.
yeah, it's called the ceremony of something.
Yeah.
This isn't like some like Second Life like bullshit I'm on about. Like people I knew. It's just that people in the free company I was in were doing the ceremony thing, and the whole guild kind of went.
I think though, Tom used the word hybrid earlier. I think that's the best way to sum up what works. Actually, this is the preference.
This generation.
But I'm really grateful for online because
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to.
Yeah, exactly.
I get a message on Discord or whatever from one of you, or what we normally do now is just loiter
in general.
in general or something. And then someone stops by and we're like, right, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It's just nice. I like it.
I mean, you could all have your switches in here and play Pokemon Unite. You'd be playing online, but you would all be
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No need for
Great.
Discord or anything. Just be sat. on
Just
the
stomping
switches.
8-year-olds.
In Pokemon Unite.
And in person, I mean, sure, the power could go out, but that's also going to ruin online gaming. But online,
But at least we're all experienced that
Yeah.
we're together with
I
the
feel like
priorities.
sometimes online you just get things that can be so frustrating. Like,
like server-side
your
stuff.
headset won't connect or server-side
I mean,
stuff.
Yeah.
When we were playing Helldivers and Steam went down for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Well, for everyone but Kev.
And Oystein.
No,
Oh,
it
sorry.
No, it went down for him as well.
Oh,
he got kicked.
You were surviving by yourself.
Oh yeah, I was.
And we were
Survived
all
a good
just trying
like
to come
15
back.
minutes by
Yeah.
yourself.
That was mad.
It made for a good story though, but yeah.
But like, you think a game like Helldivers, imagine that in person. You can't see the TV, but divide that in 4.
Yeah, that would be okay.
I don't know if Helldivers is a good example.
I think we are very spoilt with online gaming because we get our own screens
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Being split screen is very difficult to go back to.
And we wished for our
Immensely.
own screens when we were younger.
Yeah.
I remember putting cardboard on the TV for GoldenEye.
Yep.
I remember doing
Blankets and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But, like, whenever we play games, actually, no. That's a lie, because, like, Mario Kart
It does.
is really fun.
Work for Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is a lot of fun split screen. But anything when it comes to, like, first-person shooting or third-person shooting, obviously you have the whole, like, screen-looking issue. Having your own screen works really well there,
Yeah.
and I can't say how appreciative I am enough that online games exist now that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Wouldn't that be great? Playing 4-player online, and then everyone has their own 4-way split screen.
Yeah.
You're like, well, why do I need to see everyone else? But then, like, if I play Portal 2, I always have my finger on tab because I want to see, like, the other guy's point of view, you know?
We still need to do a video on that.
Yeah, we do. Alright.
Yeah.
But no, like, yeah, there are some games that obviously they benefit from being online. I get it. Everyone gets their own screens and whatever.
I'm just playing a MOBA and you see everyone's screen.
Yeah, that's
It's just having both is perfect.
yeah.
I'm really happy to have both. It's like I can't say that.
LAN parties, right? No,
I was thinking of 2 very famous options there where people are often forced to pick between. There's both, but
yeah. No, like, LAN parties would be the way forward for, like, first-person shooters or any shooters in general.
Didn't we do Overwatch in TAV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It
That
was
was a
so
good
much
time.
fun.
I would like that actually. Just the online game, own screen, but in the same room. I think
Yeah.
that's actually really nice.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember going to like when I was younger, like there was like a Saturday like IT thing in my hometown. I can't remember what it was called. It was just like an IT club for 12, 13-year-olds. And on the
Cool
last
kids.
session, huh?
The cool kids.
Cool kids.
With
yeah.
2 Ks.
And on the but on the last session, after a few weeks, they had Unreal Tournament
Sure.
Oh, okay.
2000.
2004. Oh, 2000.
Yeah, this is like older.
Before your time.
And they just loaded it up on every machine.
I mean, before
And
your
we had,
time.
And we had Unreal Tournament Land was brilliant.
Yeah.
So good.
I remember...
And that's one of the things that actually sticks with me. Like, I never did it again, but that one time we did it.
Have we all done LAN stuff except for Mikey then? I mean,
LAN
Cav
is
counts,
okay.
does it? Does Cav
And this is
so
true
you have
LAN.
done it.
This is
Yeah.
true LAN. This is on the network.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
the
this
same
is
with
not-
us.
I did
it's
LAN at
online.
school.
Yeah.
Technically.
Did you do LAN or were you just all? Well, I said we were all the same network. Of course, that is LAN. But
Yeah.
on the school network.
Yeah, it'd be on the school Wi-Fi.
Perfect. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
My memory of a multiplayer game in school, I guess you could call it couch co-op.
Cool maths game.
No, it's not that. Our school had these like different servers for different things, okay? And there was one that they had for special educational needs, okay?
Okay.
On
Where they kept-
Leeds.
Needs. Where they
okay.
kept all the work and units and things for that. And I found it
Okay.
and deleted it all
Wow.
and replaced it with an N64 emulator and a library of games, right? So that people could play on it in their IT lessons.
Sure,
I was doing it for the people. But my memory of my specific memory of it, not just because we got caught doing it, was playing F-Zero on the N64.
Hell yeah. F-Zero X.
F-Zero X.
Blast
But-
from the fast person. So
But there were
good.
4 of us and we had all the keys banned on one keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we're all like reaching over each other to try and figure out what like the best combination of everything was. And that was just fun chaos.
Because
so.
when
Yeah.
you're in school, anything that's not like if you're at home and you have to play like an emulator on a keyboard or whatever, you'd be like, oh, sucks. When you're in school, anything
Yeah.
related to that
Yeah.
is just the tits. Like you,
Well-
you can, it's just like
Well, did
Us
you
too.
ever playtest my Tungsten Valkyrie game?
I did.
Who did you have as the 2 other people?
You? Was that?
No.
No.
I sent it to you. I sent you the file.
Oh, maybe I just did it by myself then. I don't know.
You played a 3-player game
Yeah.
specifically designed to be a couch co-op game.
I'm that good.
So in
Using
uni,
3 hands, yeah?
in uni, I worked on the game with a couple of other people. I was going to say 2 other people, but there was artists as well. Where you had 3 players all crowded around one keyboard, and that was literally the design of it. It was a co-op game where everyone had their own roles, and you're all huddled around one keyboard trying to make it work.
Mind blowing how it doesn't exist.
And
How did it not come to fruition and so on?
that's a story for another day.
anyway, the decision for that was literally because I wanted to make a bullet hell. We, not saying I,
We know
we
who to
also
blame. We know who to blame.
we also wanted to make it a couch co-op game, and then the only way to kind of mash those together was because I was set on making a bullet hell. I was about to make the game by myself, honestly, because like I was about to make a game that was like Vanguard Ace or like Gunstar Heroes, you know,
Game.
all of the,
Gunstar Heroes.
yeah, all of the like old school auto-scroll top-down like
yeah.
aeroplane games. I wanted to make one of those, and then that just became Tungsten Valkyrie, which I'm not going to show gameplay of because it's terrible. But yeah.
Mikey, I do want to say the camera's not picking up your bottle there, so it looks like you're playing.
With yourself!
Oh, I'm slowly ripping off the the label.
This was good. Doing this in person. I mean, I know it's only the fourth.
We should do more couch podcasts.
Yeah. No, agreed. Absolutely.
I wish we could do more couch videos, but it's very hard to set stuff up.
It is.
Especially with my house.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Summer's normally our best window for it because
Obviously,
I can come up for like a week at a time then,
yeah.
which is quite good.
Wow.
And wow,
God forbid.
I know, right? So good. I mean, I would come up as often as I can, but you know,
Yeah.
Life, work, all the above.
But that's it for this multi-chat. I mean, you'll come up more often because, like, we need to do some blasts from the past anyway, so...
And you know what, when you're in person?
It's better that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to...
Yeah. Are you going to hug Mikey? Or are you going to pass that hug on?
Well, we're in
go
person.
on,
You know,
yeah.
wait, let me get under then if you're going over. Like,
Well,
I went over and he went over too. Pass the hug. Pass the hug.
Come here, Tom.
Oh, Jesus.
Come
My
here.
phone. No, that was literally the mic. That was... No, that
No, it
was
wasn't. It was my phone.
We're all good.
Anyway, yes, thank you for watching our first multi-couch.
Multi-couch.
We will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.